In this example, you're going to learn about basic form controls that are provided within Flowrite. So let's go ahead and create a brand new form definition and open that in the Forms Designer. So let's call it basic form controls. As you can see, the Forms Design is open. In the toolbox here, we have various different controls, but we have all the standard HTML based UI controls that you would see on any form, and we can just drag and drop some of these things. So for example, we have a button control, we have checkbox control, we have a drop down list control. We also have a file control, hyperlink control. We have iframe control, image control, we also have a label control, horizontal line control, radio button control, and we have the text box control. These are all the standard controls that you would see normally on any application, but we also have more advanced controls in this toolbox. Let's go ahead and look at the properties. If you double click on any of these controls, you can see the settings, the styling, and other properties that you can set. By default, in most controls, you can hide them, you can make them read only, you can change the label, you can change the ID, various different items within the control. Depending on the control, the options are different. So for example, if you go to the checkbox list here, we can set different items here. We can display them horizontally or vertically. We can mark them required, hidden, read only. And we can also apply conditions where we can say if you select this value, then display other controls. You can do some styling and any other properties like tooltips. We also have the drop-down control, which is very commonly used. And in this control, we have various different options for where the data should come from. You can have a static list here. So you can have something like, system A, system B, or you can also have the data come from a database where you can select a connection and then also a query, SQL query, and the data will be populated from the database. You can also use roles, and this will select the users from those roles and show you the drop down, or you can use Flowrite's lookup values also and have those values displayed on the drop down control. And we also have these other required select multiple items, hide, read only, and use type ahead options also available on this control. Next, we have the file control where you can perform file uploads. You can also filter only for specific file extensions. You can allow single or multiple files. You can also show uploaded files. Then we have image control. In the image control, you can give a URL to another image, or you can also upload an image and select that. And you can also upload images to a specific location that is common to every form, or you can also upload it to a location where it's specific to that particular form. You can apply styling, image sizing, and all that. And one of the common controls used is also the label control. Here you can give whatever label you want. For example, I can call this enter risk value, and I can even change the styling, make it bold, change the color, and save those settings, and you will see the control. Then we also have the radio button controls, where you can provide a list of controls, items, and you can display them horizontally or vertically. And then we have one of the most commonly used controls, which is the text box for data gathering or input. Here you can give an ID, you can have a placeholder text, you can select what data type. So if you're expecting a number, you can select as numeric. You can also mark it required, hidden, read only. And you can also do some styling and select what kind of size that you want. And like I said, this is a very commonly used control for data input. You also have a few other controls like the hyperlink, where you might want to have a hyperlink available where you can navigate to another URL, or you want to open a window. Then we also have this iframe control, where you can embed another URL and display the contents within this window. And then we also have this line control, where you can actually put a horizontal line and separate various different parts of the form to show that they are divided. So these are some of the basic controls within Flow-Rite forms. In the upcoming videos, we'll show you how to use these, and also how to use some of the more complex controls to build really nice, responsive, complex forms. Thank you.